Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Cooking Explorer. And today we're exploring cheesesteaks my way. Let's get it. Okay guys, so the ingredients that we're gonna need is some thinly sliced steak. I just got this from my local butcher. I'm using Swiss cheese, just grated Swiss cheese. Half of a bell pepper, half of a yellow onion, mushrooms. At the end, we're gonna finish with some tomatoes, mayo. I have my salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder mixture, some neutral oil, and our rolls that I pre-cut already. So let's get started. So first thing that we're going to start with is our onion. I have one large onion over here. We're going to just take off the top. Slice it down the middle in half. We're only going to use half today, so we're going to save this for later. Peel your onion. Onions have a thick skin at the top that you want to get rid of. I'm just going to get rid of the first layer. Perfect. Get rid of your trash. Okay, so we're just going to go horizontally like this. Sorry guys, I'm a lefty, so it's a little bit more difficult for me. And we're gonna go vertically. 1, 2, and then we're just gonna give it a chop. All right, when you get down to the root, again, just go down horizontally and just chop it up. That's it. So let's get our oil ready. Move the onions aside. I'm gonna put some neutral oil. I'm using canola oil, about 2 tablespoons. There we go. Let's light this baby up. There we go, medium heat. While we let the oil come up to temperature, let's go ahead and get started with our bell pepper. Just regular green bell pepper. So we're gonna take the sides off, like this. That should be enough. I'm not a big green bell pepper fan, so I don't use a lot. Actually don't like cooked peppers, but in this sandwich it works well. And we're just gonna do strips. Turn it around and just dice it up. Same thing with the rest. Strips. Next, we're gonna chop up our mushrooms. I have about 8 regular white button mushrooms. I'm just gonna go slice them up. We're gonna do slices with the mushrooms. You can do, diced up like the onions or the bell peppers, but I like sliced up mushrooms in my sandwich. Just run your knife through it. There we go. Perfect. Let's do one more. There we go. All right, so most of our ingredients are ready, so let's start to fry them up. I'm gonna start with our onions first. Get them in the pan. We're gonna let the onions go for a few minutes, and then we're gonna add the bell peppers and the mushrooms. Okay, so our onions have been going for a few minutes already. We're gonna go ahead and add our bell peppers and the mushrooms. Bell peppers first. Again, you could add as much as or as little as you guys can add as much as or little as you guys can add, you guys can add as much or as little as bell peppers as you want. My English sucks. We're gonna let this sweat out with the onions. I have to heat at about medium low, just so they don't burn. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and get the mushrooms in there as well. The mushrooms are gonna let out a lot of water, so we're gonna let this go until they're caramelized. Perfect. Okay, guys, so we're gonna cook this down, and once it's cooked down, we'll come back and start with the steak process. All right, guys, so the mushroom, onion, and bell peppers have been cooking for about 5 minutes. They're nice and soft and translucent. We're gonna go ahead and remove them from the pan. We're not trying to get too much color on them. The sandwich doesn't require it, so let's go ahead and remove it. I have a little bit of a little bowl over here. We're gonna dump this in with the oil and everything. Perfect. Okay, guys, so we have our mushroom, onion, and bell peppers cooked up. We're gonna leave it on the side to cool for a little bit and get started on our steak. Again, a little bit of neutral oil. I'm using canola, about a tablespoon. And we're gonna go ahead and get our sliced steak in the pan. There we go. Break it apart. We're gonna go ahead and season it with our salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. We're gonna make sure this cooks up real nice. Okay, guys, so our meat has cooked about 90% through. We're gonna remove it and then reheat it with the vegetables after we get our bread toasted. Look at that. Nice and juicy. Back into a clean plate. Okay, guys, so we have everything prepped. So let's go ahead and toast up our bread so we can assemble our sandwich. I just have a regular roll that I cut up in half. I use mayonnaise for toasting, so take a little bit of mayo, spread it across, a little bit more on both sides. Make sure you get both sides. Just like that. In the pan it goes. Same on this side. A little bit of mayo. Works better than butter. There we go. Let's toast this up. Press it down a little bit. Let it get some color. Just let it go for a few minutes. In the meantime, we're going to slice up our tomatoes. Take off the top. Just go thin slices of tomatoes. There we go. Just lay these out. Perfect. One more minute, and we'll go ahead and remove the bread. All right, guys, so our bread has been toasting for about 30 seconds on each side. Let's go ahead and remove them. Look at that. Perfect. That's the top, and that's the bottom. We are going to heat up our steak with our vegetables. Vegetables have oil in them. Add the steak in there. Let them get reheated a little bit. And we're going to do 2 portions of this, so kind of eyeball it. One for each sandwich on each side. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. This is just grated Swiss cheese. I grated it because it melts better. Let's go ahead and torch this up. Just melt the cheese a little bit. Little baby torch. Gives it a nice color. Same on this side. Perfect. Okay, guys, so everything is ready. So let's go ahead and build our sandwich. We have our bread toasted. I'm going to take the bottom and place our meat right on top. Oh, it's so hot. Place it on the board. It's a little messy, but it's worth it, trust me. A little bit more meat. There we go. All right. Gonna add our tomatoes. I don't use lettuce because I don't like lettuce. It's shredded water. And some salt on top. Always salt your tomatoes. And on the top, we're gonna crown it just with a little bit of mayo. Thin layer. Perfect. Okay, let's clean up and give this a taste. Okay, guys, so we have our cheesesteaks made. Let's give it a try and see how it is. I'm gonna cut down the middle. All right. Look at that. Look at that cross section. Give it a taste. Mmm. Amazing. Steak is tender. Cheese is very melty. Vegetables play an amazing role. Give it a try and let me know how you guys like it. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this adventure. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to like this video and comment down below what we should explore next. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.